Hey, I'm David Francisco, and this is how I made my album Lionheart. So in this time, I've gone from thinking everything's over to finding purpose in music, finding independence again, and even finding a relationship. I reconnected with a girl I met one time in Tennessee before the crash. We ended up getting coffee and talking for a few hours like old friends. I was just blown away by the fact that this girl had disregarded the wheelchair altogether and just saw me for who I was. I wrote her a song called She Makes Me Wanna Sing. It's a song that kind of describes where we were at in the moment. We weren't in love, but I just thought it was profound that she could see past the wheelchair. And the lyrics describe that, and it's one of my favorite songs I've written.
I haven't told her how I lost the hope to love. I'd be a lover. I haven't shown all the tears I had to cry to survive.
Christy and I stayed in touch and started FaceTiming, and FaceTime was actually a really good way for us to really feel like we were connected, even though we were so far apart. Couldn't kiss, couldn't hug, couldn't do anything. Just had to exist together on the phone. So we learned a lot that way, and we'd even leave it on our nightstands overnight. There's actually a line in the song FaceTime Lover that says,
"Don't hang up tonight. Keep you by my side. Dream of you and I. And I see you in the morning."
and that's literally what we would do. We would leave each other on FaceTime overnight.
Hey, FaceTime lover, you are mine. Yeah, FaceTime lover.
I'm sure she will be the inspiration of a lot more songs in the future as well, but she's the inspiration for the whole middle of the album. So I started realizing that this was spreading. I started doing interviews, and there would be news articles and features on my story of recovery and on getting back to what I loved. And we ended up making a short film called Back to Blackbird, just about my journey back to the audio school that I was going to when I was paralyzed. Not only that, but American Idol actually reached out to me and asked if I would do an audition. So I did the audition, and they invited me to do a real audition, and that was crazy.
Hi.
Great job.
You are an inspiration to us all.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
First of all, I've lost my voice, but like I'm just watching her and like
Yeah.
how in love she is. I'm just losing it.
It's okay.
You know, there's the blessing of life
Yes.
Yeah.
is your spirit. If you lose your spirit, you've lost everything.
And they ended up doing a really good feature on my journey, and they told the story super well. So after American Idol, we were actually on the Ellen Show as well, which was crazy because it's Ellen DeGeneres.
It's so nice to meet you, and this story is so inspiring.
So not only did this spinal cord injury not ruin my life, it actually opened a lot of doors. I don't recommend it for anyone, but all of this has worked together to be better than I ever could have imagined. I really hope that this album and book can encourage so many people, and that anyone going through a spinal cord injury especially gets a hold of it and reads it, and that it encourages them. Not the fact that I'm walking again as much as the fact that I found purpose. I'm pretty fortunate that I was able to get enough recovery as I did, and I did work very hard for 3 years, and I'm still working. But I know so many people who thrive in wheelchairs. So my encouragement is not to get out of the wheelchair as much as to find purpose and to work for it. And that's been my journey, and I hope it encourages you.